And we get to copy it off the Calyx. That's massive. Basic land. Oh, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Take you. I mean, we're definitely attacking with you. Might hold back the Weaver this turn. Swing for 4. Copy the Ossify. Take action. I want you. Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Selesnya Enchantments in Ranked Aftermath Standard. Quite the deck, my man. The last time I played this, I was trying out Calyx for the first time, and I was really intrigued by the combination of running out Calyx, attacking, and being able to copy Hallowed Haunting. Even though I knew this was not going to be the most optimal version of the deck, because Hallowed Haunting is kind of too slow and doesn't fuel itself with card draw to pop off, I still wanted to try it, but now we're leaning into kind of the more focused, best version of this deck, which I've always thought is based around Michiko's Reign of Truth, coming down early and just putting a ridiculous amount of power and toughness onto one of your trampled creatures, either the Kami of Transience or any creature plus Audacity. That, I think, is going to be one of the best versions of the deck, because this card can just put on a massive amount of pressure early. Calyx is still very good, though. At its base case, essentially a 3-mana 3/3 that grows every single turn. Not too bad. And of course, the upside is if you do get to swing in, either because you ossify away their blockers so they have no blockers, or you've granted it trample via the Audacity, then you start copying enchantments for free every turn, which is basically ridiculous, especially if you copy Ossifies. Your opponent will not like that very much. Rest of the deck, the only card I'd probably put on the chopping block is the Teachings of the Kirin. This tends to be a little bit better when you run the higher curve version with Catilda, which is powered up based off of spirits, and also the Hallowed Haunting, which also benefits from spirits. Because the Kirin does pump out a spirit and an enchantment. It's a little bit less, impactful in this current deck. Milling 3 cards is kind of interesting because you could mill a Kami and then potentially get it back. Putting a +1 counter is fine. You make an enchantment. Like, all these things are fine, but it did not super impress me. So I think if I were to tweak this deck more, I might cut down some of the copies here and either add in Skrelv, land, or more removal in the form of the Circle of Confinement. But this deck is low to the ground, hits hard, and fairly consistent. So that's all. If you want to support the channel, just watch the whole video to the end. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the draw, we can keep this. We'll try out the Calyx copy, see if we can get that to resolve. Ah, a lovely 1-drop. No complaints. On Trobolon on the mono-white mid-range deck. Okay, we'll get our first Kami down. And no attacks. Probably Calyx next turn. Celestis. Well, ooh, lay down arms immediately. Okay. Skrelv's good. Skrelv Kami isn't bad. Still no attacks, and if they turn for sweep, we'll be very sad. It's a Bankbuster instead. And another land. And they immediately take the draw. I don't love that. Alright. Probably a Calyx turn. I want at least 1 counter here. And everything else can probably go on the Trampler. Swing for 6. They could actually have the 1 white deal 3 damage to an attacking creature to either trade with the Kami or just pick off the Visitor, but they do nothing. But there appeared to be some amount of sick there. I guess they just don't want to deal with Skrelv when they were thinking about it. Mightstone, -5 somewhere. We cannot give protection against colorless. So who did they pick? They picked the Calyx. I'm certain it's from a color. Yeah, just checking. Thrawn Spider. Okay, so this is not your typical mono white deck. They are ramping. They give us a Power Stone. I'm not sure we can use that for anything. Unlock some more green. Probably just double Michiko on the Trampler to the moon. Alright, let's do it. Everything on the Trampler. Pump you up. Might even just have lethal off the Skrelv. Actually, we can't make it unblockable against colorless. We have the same issue. Yeah, no way to get lethal here, I don't think. So it's just swing for 15. Chump there, take 11, they say. Swinging for a casual 15, is what I meant to say. Down to 3. We'll end here. We still have Skrelv. We have an 8/8, which survives the Mightstone Weakstone. And we have protection for laydown arms. Does not survive against the leveler, though. Again, we can't protect you against a colorless spell, so you're dead. Can we get to lethal? Again, we can't make unblockable versus the Skrill. Okay, interesting. Another Michiko. Let's go in here. It's big. I mean, they have to trade with the leveler now. We probably still make it unblockable versus white, so they're forced to trade with either the leveler or the Bankbuster. So they're going to attack this coming turn and then just kill it anyway, which is too bad. Let's start investing in someone else because it's clear the visitor's going to die this coming turn. And I don't think we need to play out the next Michiko yet. Actually, this is very big. Okay, let's do it like this. For each artifact and enchantment you control. So that's a big boy Skrelv. So we'll swing with both, and they get to attack back, but they have to block both. So they power up the Bankbuster here. Oh, I did not expect that. I thought they would have traded away the Bankbuster there. But instead, I guess they can play back the leveler here if they want to from the graveyard. Still, I'm a little surprised by that. That sinks up all their mana this turn. They're still down to 3. They take the draw immediately. They have enough to redeploy the leveler. Mycosynth can copy something. It's another spider. We don't have trample anymore. Land is not what you want to see. So they can power up the Mycosynth Gardens to make a third blocker, which is annoying. Let's try the token here to start. Maybe make you a 3/3. So we're still going to attack with everyone because even if they make a copy of the spider, they're still forced to block each of these individually, so they can't even double block. We don't know what's in the hand, but I think we're still good to attack all here. Force the Mycosynth. So they copy the spider. It comes in tapped because they tapped the Mycosynth to do it. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I don't want to give him an oops because it sounds like an asshole, but I feel like there could have been a way to do that. Which is very unfortunate. Oh, pay X and tap becomes a copy. Yeah, all right. Well, it says it right there then. So, yeah, that's game. Okay, that's learning a new card. I feel that. It happens sometimes. On the play, we need that third land, but we'll try this out. Fast land to begin. I wish I could read this language. I like saying the names at the beginning of the games, but I really have no idea what to say there. Okay. Maybe it's a Weaver here. I don't know. Skrelv could be okay too. If we go land, copy something, could be okay. Plaza. Dahlia. Maybe Esper Legends. We don't hit the land. I guess it's just Skrelv this turn. No real point in Audacity. No attacks into the first strike. That's a very slow start for us. Kept the 2-lander, but let's see how it goes here. It's a Denic, hold open 1 white for a Ganjo. No blocks against the first striker. Down to 18. Hit the next land, that's great. Alright. So I think we Calyx this turn. Try to Calyx as soon as possible. We'll beef you up. And they could have Ganjo here, but I'm not the saddest thing in the world if they had Ganjo this thing. We don't even have the next land to copy the Ossify, right? Yeah, this is fine with me. Alright, do you have the Ganjo or not? If you do, you don't use it. So they eat some damage, and here. I don't think we're blocking with Calyx though. They could still have it and try to bait us into the attack this turn. So this isn't a Ganjo turn. They want to Ganjo the Calyx, so we're going to eat 4 here instead. No blocks. Okay, down to 14. If we top deck the land and we can copy the Ossify, it's Shelly. Alright, we really need to land this turn then. Come on, baby. Not it, but we'll take the Ossify anyway. And we get to copy it off the Calyx. That's massive. Basic land. Oh, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Take you. I mean, we're definitely attacking with you. Might hold back the Weaver this turn. Swing for 4, copy the Ossify. Take action. I want you, please. Attach. Take the Denic? If we take the Thalia, we can Ossify a little easier. We really just want to... Did they run Go for the Throat? I guess we can give Hexproof. Let's just get the 5/5 out of a Ganjo range. Then we can work on making the Weaver bigger. It looks like we can copy the next Ossify with the Weaver, and then copy it again with Calyx, so we have insane removal this turn. It's Shelly Part 2. Holding up in blue is not as scary to me. Kind of feel like they have a little stick there. We draw. She goes a lot of damage. We'd love some lifelink at this point. I mean, it's Ossify again. Yeah, they scoop. We can copy with the Weaver. We get the free copy off the Calyx anyway. So maybe go Audacity, make Calyx Trample, get the free copy from the attack. That was a great game, though. On the play. Looks great to me. Let's keep this. Fast land on 1, setting up to protect the Naturalist and potentially pop off from there. Now, we don't actually have the basic land for the Ossify yet, so we'll have to draw into it. No attacks. Protect our ramping creature. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like this implies the Reanimator deck. I forgot exactly how that works. Let's start with a companion draw. Try to hit land for turn. We do. That's nice. It's also a basic, so we get to Ossify this guy, which is quite nice for attacking through here. So we'll go ahead and do that next. Basic land. Take you out. And we'll finish with an Audacity on the Naturalist. Okay, 4-2 getting in there. Again, hold back Skrill so we can give Hexproof at instant speed. And here. Okay, opponent has the Harvester. No problem. We got the next Ossify ready to go. My move. Can start with a Visitor into an Ossify. Basic land. Ooh, do not do that. No, no, no. I guess we'll just put it on the Trampler. This is fine with me. It's their prime target for removal, but we do have Skrill anyway. So they need to go cut down this turn and then basically, you know, something else next turn. Chip in here for 6 more. Alright, eat it, Rakdos. Up to 29. Not that life total matters too much to us right now. Eventually, if they hit Invoke Despair, we'll have to sack an enchantment, so we just give the Companion, don't have to give up one of the Ossifys. It's Shelly time. We burned both Ossifys, but we can make one of our guys unblockable if we really want to. We'll definitely start here and grow the board a little bit. I think we put it here still. Get the trample while we can. And I think they really want to block that guy. Because if they don't, then we Skrill unblockable next turn. So we'll send these guys in there too. They eat the Visitor. Interesting. So they need to kill the Naturalist now through the Skrill. Because otherwise we get to be unblockable. Or they can play a multicolored creature. Drop to 3. And we're back. Had to restart the game. Yeah, we'll play land for turn here. Apologies, opponent. Had to kill the game and restart it. 5th land. Invoke Despair doesn't get you that far. They're up to 5 life, though. I guess they gain a pretty substantial amount of life. If they draw 2. Or draw 1. It's a blocker. It's a red blocker as well. Cycle the Blood Token. My move. I think it's just this Naturalist this turn. Okay, I think it's just you. They eat 6, drop to 1. Okay. I'll play the Kami here. If it dies to some absurd sweeper, still should be okay. So the opponent is roping us out here, which is frustrating. I mean, they could have DC'd, but yeah, this is tough. Because, I don't know, I have pretty limited time to film each day. And so yeah, it kind of sucks when I get roped out. Yeah, so there's no way to know if they DC'd or roped us out there, but if they did rope us out, it's pretty unfortunate. It's not really a good way to go about things. On the play, looks keepable. Okay. Dadaist. Mono red. Kumano. Kami's not bad here, because if it dies, we could potentially get it back later anyway, so we'll start here. It's nice that we do have the basic land for Ossify, though the pain land does hurt a little bit. It's Kumano part 2. Let's see if they have removal. They deploy a Phoenix Chick. Okay. Down to 15 already. Mom Spaghetti. I think I'd like to go second Kami here plus Audacity. Lose even more damage here. Even more life off the pain lands. We do get to grow both. And we have a decent blocker for the Kumanos that are coming. And we swing for 5. So we clock them back. Okay, here comes the first Kumano flip. Lightning Strike, we get the card draw. Visitor. Only eat 2, slow him down a little bit, down to 11 though. Warland's not bad. I think I want to double Ossify next turn. I guess it's the pain, man. These pain lands are crushing us this game. Weaver here. And probably no attacks. We can't make anyone really that big. At least other creatures to block, so we're going to hold back here. And try to copy the Ossify. Take out the Phoenix Chick plus whatever else they play this turn. It's a Squee. Doesn't have good attacks though. It's just you. And everyone. Except for the Squee. Including the Squee. Okay. Definitely block you. I'm tempted to jump block one of these as well. Or trade. 6 drops us to 1. I think we'll trade here. Down to 3. Calyx. We can't really afford to take a whole lot of pain land damage. Start with the Ossify. Could just lose here. Definitely take you. And I think copy. Auto pay down to 2. Not great. Take you as well. No attacks and we die to play with fire, but they don't have it. They do have a 2/2, so we just lose on the spot. Those pain lands really racked up damage this game. Needed a basic green to get there. On the draw, this looks okay to me. Mono black. Yeah, I mean, we'll still give them the visitor treatment here. See if they have cut down. They don't. No stick at all. Life of Toshiro. Pick off our 1/1s. Okay. Goodbye. They're actually Demir, though. It's kind of interesting. I mean, ramping is really good. Let's try it. See if they have the next removal lined up. -1, -1 doesn't get there. If they have double Toshiros, will be sad. No, they gain the life instead. They have the removal, though. Okay. Nothing gets past them. Probably going to give them the Calyx treatment this turn. Also dies to cut down, though. But threatens to copy things every turn, which I don't dislike. Also mana efficient. It's a 3/3. Survives the cut down. Alright. Now what? They could go land, invoke despair. No. Alright. We discard what? A card? Trample's good for this next turn. Probably been the teachings here. Ossify. Not bad, but if they didn't invoke despair last turn, I'm not really as afraid of it this turn. I think we start with Trample. No stick. And give him the Michiko treatment next, I believe. Okay. Pump you up. Pump you up. It's a 10-8 with trample. That hits pretty hard. Definitely take the action. I guess we copy the Michiko here. The Audacity is interesting because then we draw 2, so we get a much bigger refresh. Do we really need another Michiko? I think it's a bit safer to copy the Audacity. Let's do it like that. This is a big boy regardless. This way we still get draws off. Oh, that's interesting. So how combo-y are you? When it dies. So we can ossify you. So that's not that scary. Good game. Okay. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to juke us out, but we'll ossify regardless. Take you. Yeah. Maybe they had Singularity on top. We'll never know. But it didn't die. It was going to get exiled. On the draw, we can try this. Skrelv on 1 into some draw power. Maybe get some Michikos going. They have the immediate cut down here. Goodbye. World Tree Sleeves. I do like these. 2-0. Okay. This is a good removal target. You're welcome to nab it if you'd like. Another basic. Fight rigging. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I guess we need the Ossify yesterday. That's not a good sign. Okay. Probably start with a companion. Have to draw into the Ossify. Maybe we'll see if we get a fast land here. Alright, it's another basic. It's a Skrelv. And an attack. And we'll see if they go crazy this turn. Michiko can make a decently sized creature, but not a 6/6 yet. Shelly. Okay. Well, it's scary, but it's not big enough. Kami's not bad either. Okay, alright. We're alive here. We'll keep pushing. I think it's Kami to start. And then it's Michiko. And the question is, do we make you unblockable just to get in? I think we might. I think we might. 2 life. You. Unblockable against black. We gotta win real quick. So let's get in there. Down to 13. We're going for the Michiko. Michiko win. They tap out for a 4-drop. It's another fight rigging. Okay, so they get their free 7-mana card. So they get 2 counters here. We couldn't answer it on time. So we'll see what they get. There's counter number 1. It's a 6/7, then it's a 7/7. They get a 7/5 lifelinker, which does matter from a racing perspective. Swing for 7, no blocks here. Then we keep all the enchantments around. Down to 8. It's another land. Okay, doing it the hard way. Probably just the trampler here. How big are you? Are you big enough? You're a little bit short. Attack with you. Chump block everything else. Hope we win. Can't even make unblockable versus colorless, right? Down to 2. Okay. Well, hold on to your butts. They need a single removal spell to win. It's a tap land to start. We'll see what they get off the next fight rigging. Yep. 9/7's big boy. They gain a lot of life here too. And we have to chump block with everything. Okay, here they come. 2 blockers. Oh, this guy can't even block. I forgot. Skrelv can't block, so that's just game. Yep. Not quite enough. If you can't answer fight rigging, it is devastating, even if it is gimmicky. 2-0. On the play with good mana and ramp. Fast land on 1. Deck Master. Feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh-esque name. Jund. Okay. Start ramping. Ramp to the moon. It's another tap land. Do they have the cut down? They bushwhack. Okay. Calyx is quite nice. Start with the Calyx. Put the counters here. And companion. I guess we might actually make you big enough to survive cut down in case they top deck it. I'm interested in the Calyx surviving. Swing for 3. Gain the life. Now if they're a Mad Lad, they could run drag to the bottom, which would be -4/-4. It's Contaminator though. We got some pretty good answers lined up to that. Let's start with a draw. Definitely want you to get big enough. That's a good draw. And I guess we'll go Naturalist next. At least one here. And I suppose we'll start making you big enough to get through next turn. Do we trade the 4/4? It gets bigger next turn, right? So let's just wait. Eat it all, drop to 12. We'll take the action and copy one of the companions, keep drawing up. And get you up to a 5/5. It's an Ossify, that's quite nice. We now survive drag to the bottoms, -4/-4, which is good. Don't know if they run that, but they could. They scoop. Yeah, that escalated very quickly on our part. On the draw, looks pretty good. We'll keep this. For our Naturalist survives, we've got some nice rampy turns ahead of us. It is Soldiers. We have the Ossify. If we could copy it, we'd be even happier. Mono white, Soldiers or humans, not sure yet. 2 to the face. Alright, we're gonna start ramping here, I think. Kami's good though. Maybe they eat the first Kami with Brutal Cathar. Then we go Naturalist Ossify next turn. It is the Cathar. We have the Ossify at the ready. We eat 4 here, but we're not done with them yet. Down to 14. Okay, here comes Naturalist plus Ossify. Give me my Kami back, thank you. Auto pay. Alright, Kami returns. Still no good blocks this turn. If the Naturalist survives, we can cast a lot of enchantments, including a large Michiko. It's a veteran, alright. So we could have a good Naturalist turn. We could almost trade here with the Kami, but it's about to get huge this coming turn, so I think we eat 5 and swing with a lot of lifelink on the way back. Down to 8. Audacity isn't awful here either. I think we get the largest lifelinker we can. Audacity on the lifelinker. Yeah, it's gonna be fine like this. Okay. And Michiko on the lifelinker. Okay. Yeah, I think attack all. Let's see how you like that. Huge swing in life total. Opponent drops to 6. We are up to 16 with 2 tramplers out. Morel, but you're a turn slow. They shouldn't attack here, I don't think. They need... Oh, they go for everyone? No blocks. That's game. Scoop. Yeah. Sweet. Goodbye, Soldiers. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, a subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.